Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. All the spiritual practice that is indicated in the scriptures have only one foundation. And the foundation is, what is the standpoint that we take with reference to our experiences. If we take the standpoint of relative existence, there will be nothing but problems, problems and problems. If we take a standpoint from the absolute view, then there are no problems at all to be solved. So what will be the spiritual practice? Change your standpoint and be happy. As simple as this. And therefore, Adi Madhyanta Muktoham na Baddhoham na Kadachanam Swabhava Nirmalaha Shuddha Iti Me Nishchitamati. I am fully convinced, established in this knowledge, in this experience, Adi Madhyanta Muktoham. I neither have the beginning, nor the middle, nor the end, and therefore Nabadhoham, never was I ever bound by anything. You know, if we take ourselves to be inside the body, then the quality of experience will be different. If we take ourselves to be other way around, the body is in me, I am not in the body. Now how do we understand this? Now take this point. When we are talking on phone or listening from the phone, our knowledge is that the sound waves are inside. Because the sound is coming from inside. Many times when we ring, we get a message. The number that you had dialed is out of reach. Means what? Where the sound waves are not, there the phone is. So if the phone is not in the sound waves, those sound waves cannot manifest from the phone. Our understanding is sound is coming from inside, therefore sound is inside. But what is the truth? The truth is the phone is inside the sound and the sound is manifesting from inside the phone. If this is clearly understood, in the same manner, we are the absolute in which every body is. And in that every body, it is the same reality which is expressing depending upon the type of gadget. So if the gadget is stones and bricks, then the reality expresses only as existence. If the gadget is the plant kingdom, the reality expresses as existence plus life. Then, if the gadget is the animal body, the same reality is now expressing as existence, life and knowledge. And if the gadget is a human body, then the same reality is expressing as existence, life, knowledge and bliss. So differences are which is the gadget, which is fixed. See friends, when somebody is in coma, not identified with the body, and for our purpose to understand, he is no more living, only just lying down like a vegetable, or the body is dead. whether it is a dead body or it is a comatose body or it is a living body, all the bodies are in the same conscious existence. In some bodies, the conscious existence can express as life and bliss. In other bodies, comatose bodies, the conscious existence is expressing only as life but not further expressions of life. And in the dead body, the same conscious existence is expressing as pure existence. That's all. See the difference? Therefore, Adi Madhyanta Muktoham. For the space, there is no beginning, middle or end. Therefore, the space is never bound. Similarly, Swabhava Nirmalaha. By nature, by default, we are free from all the impurities. Swabhava Nirmalaha. And Iti Me Nishchitamati. So only this is the all spiritual practice. We convince and insist that we cannot be the body or the modifications of the body. Nishchitamati. And when we thus start, then only our attitude towards the life and the world will change. It is something like this. When you take a child in your lap, and if the child is playing, suppose, with my beard, will I become angry with the child? I will say, just a baby, okay, keep away, take it. I am not having hatred for the child because still a baby. In the same manner, the wise people who are living in this absolute, they cannot have any liking or disliking for any dumb fool also. What they do then? Like we do with the children, we just tolerate them and hope that they grow. See? And therefore, iti me nishchitamatihi mahadadi jagat sarvam na kinchit pratibhati me brahmaiva kevalam sarvam tatham varnashrama sthiti. So, name pratibhati. I don't recognize even the presence of mahadadi jagat sarvam. Starting from the Mahat Tattva, the Hiranyagarbha, the Virat and various expressions of life, all of them have no existence from my standpoint. It is something like this. The water says, there is nothing like ocean, waves, icebergs, clouds, rivers and lakes and steam. Nothing like that. Because from the water's point of view, all these various expressions of water has no existence. And therefore, will this water ever fight with anybody? Go next step. Our mind alone expresses through all the faculties. Will the mind have biasness towards some sense organ and against some sense organ? No. In the same manner, one conscious reality expressing in and through the totality can have different expressions depending upon the gadget. But that doesn't mean that there are differences in this absolute self. Therefore, Mahadadi Jagat Sarvam na kinchit pratibhati me brahmaiva kevalam sarvam. There is but one absolute truth. Therefore, katham varnashrama sthitihi. Now, where is the place for Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi? All these differences are only at the level of Upadhi, at the level of the body and never in any place. Let us insist on this. See friends, when we are having a snoring sleep, not identified with the body, all the differences dissolve. And if the differences do not exist for us, they don't exist at all. No, it exists for others. Why do you worry about others? When there is no others, where is the question of others? Therefore, Brahmaiva kevalam sarvam katham varnashrama sthiti. That is why unless we rise above the petty differences, and you know what happens, Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. A sinful thinker sees only sin everywhere. He cannot think God anywhere. Therefore, katham varnashrama sthitihi janami sarvatha sarvam ekoham nirantaram niralambam ashunyam cham shunyam vyomadi panchakam. Janami aham sarvatha ekaha. Now see, do we have the experience that as a child I was different, as a teenager I was different, as a middle age I was different, as a young adult I was different, as an adult I was different, as an old I was different? No. We cannot have that experience that we were different according to the different conditioning of the body. Similarly, now observe our relational existence as a son, as a father, as a husband, as a wife, as a mother, as a father. All of them may be so many, but we don't have that experience that I have become many. See friends, therefore all the spiritual practices remain utterly aware about your own experience. One day one Australian approached Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi and asked him, "Oh Lord, we understand you have seen God, please show me." So the teacher said, "Who are you? Who wants to see the God?" "Of course I am Australian." "I didn't ask your nationality. Who are you?" "I am a Catholic." "I didn't ask your religious affiliation. Who are you?" "I am a married person. I didn't ask you whether you are miserable or not. Who are you?" See, we ultimately have to drop everything else and we have to come, I am me. See friends, therefore all the differences which appear, they are on account of only these conditionings and nothing. And when we are no more living in union with this divinity, then our life is an expression of funny expressions. Some people is all the time sitting in meditation. See, today I was writing on this Avadhut Gita towards the end. I hope it should be over in a week's time. Whole day I do that only. And it is so bold. If you really want to progress spiritually, stop all your nonsense, so-called spirituality. Because you are pure. You don't have to become pure. When we say we have to become pure, we have accepted that I am impure and therefore we are struggling. Therefore, Janami Sarvatha Sarvam Aham Eko Nirantaram. Nirantaram, unbroken, continuous presence. Aham Eka. There are not many I. There is but one I. And how is this I? Niralambam ashunyam cha. This I can never be experienced as I am not. We can experience absence of anything in this world except our own absence. Therefore ashunyam and niralambam. To be myself, I don't require any support. To become a husband, I require a wife. To become a father, I require a child. So whenever I have to become somebody, I require some alambanam. See? To become a yoga teacher, I require a certificate. But to be ourselves, we don't require any support. See? Unless you have to take the pension from the bank, you don't require to show a certificate that you are still alive. See friends, Niralambam ashunyam cha shunyam vyomadi panchakam. Vyomadi panchakam, all the five great elements, they have no meaning whatsoever. See, be attentive, I'll just give you something to think over. Some other classes going on? Then we can stop, let the class be over. So, eyes establish the colors and forms. Whether eyes are functional or not is established by the colors and forms. So because of the colors and forms, eyes are. Because of the eyes, colors and forms are. So who is because of who? Think. There was a father, he was scolding his son. I gave you birth and you behave like this thing? That father, the son said, Dad, enough is enough. Who told you gave me birth? Then he said, unless I was born, who called you dad? Therefore I am your father. It's true. So the father is because of the son is because of the father, then who is who? Therefore, any experience which is mutually dependent on two factors is an illusion. See friends, like when colors and forms disappear, darkness, anything happens to the eyes? Nothing happens. When the eyes are losing their sight, nothing happens to the mind. When the mind is totally thought-free, it reverts back to pure consciousness. So what has happened? When a candle burns, nothing is lost. Therefore, friends, niralambam ashunyam cha shunyam vyomadi panchakam. There was a Mahatma in Rishikesh, and one seeker went and asked him, Sir, I studied Upanishad Vedas and I am not able to understand this. Tasmat Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha. First, the space was created. He said, stop, don't go further. Now tell me, when we said the space is created, what do you mean by space? Space means nothing. So, nothing is created. Stop there. Don't go ahead. See friends, the four elements cannot exist without space. Where is the space? See friends, therefore, niralambam ashunyam cham shunyam ved vyomani panchakam na shandho na puman na stri na bodho naiva kalpana sanando va niranandam atmanam manyase katham. All these various expressions, Shandha, eunuch, Puman, man, Stri, woman, Na bodha, naiva kalpana, I am ignorant, I am realized, all these things have no meaning. Sanando va niranandam. How can you say that the self is happiness or not happiness? Because we are all the time living in the relative world. See, in his composition on the truth, Santa Gyaneshwar writes something very good. He first of all glorifies the three words, Satchidananda. How these words are most powerful, which can explain the Paramatma. And after sufficient glorification is done, then he starts stripping away one by one and says that the self is referred as Sat only to negate Asat. The self is referred as Chit only to negate inertia, Jadatva. And the self is referred as Ananda only to negate the Dukkham. But to be true, that self is beyond the words. It is neither Sat, nor Chit, nor Ananda. Bhagavad Gita says, Sneyam yattat pravakshami yajñatva amrutamachyate anadimat param brahma na tat sat na tat asad uchyate. The truth is that which cannot be referred as Sat or Asat. See? Understand this point. There is a book on my hand. Now there is no book in my hand. So this book is recognized by us in two options. It is and it is not. Do we recognize our presence optional? I am sometimes not. No. When there is no option of is or is not, is it right to call it as is? Think, friends. That is why, when we come to these topics, people get tired. That means, we have been listening all so many years, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Vedanitam Guhayam Parame Vyomanna. It's all gone. And we have been doing the Ghanti Puja, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. What is gone? And we have been doing Pranayamam, Pratyaharam, Japya Sameta, Samadhi Vidhanam. All that has gone. Yes. See, friends, unless we have the courage to deny all that which can be denied and come to a point which is never possible to be any denial, that is our essential. See, therefore, spiritual practice demands two things. One, ability to change oneself. And second, willingness to change oneself. Many times we have ability, but we are not willing to change ourselves. Then may I say you, and as the age grows, we become more and more obstinate. Do you think so many years I have been doing that I was wrong? See, in Juhu, this happened. One day one person was driving me to his house for breakfast and he was driving the car, his wife was driving him, both of them were driving me crazy. So our procession was going on. And in that journey, the wife said, Swamiji, there are some people who do not like to go to satsang. What is the reason? Immediately husband said, Swamiji, this is a direct attack on me through you. Then he said, I drop her regularly for your satsang, and after that I go to a coffee house, I enjoy my coffee, newspaper, and then I come back, pick her up and go. So she asked me, why don't you come? Then I asked her, did I ever ask you this question, why do you go? No. So why you ask me this question? And therefore she is asking this question, why some people don't want to go to satsang? I said, now I will tell you the reply after I finish my breakfast. The question of survival, He said, no, son, your breakfast is guaranteed whatever you tell. I said, okay, listen. We all are living our own notions about our life. Our life is a notional existence. These are only notions. There is no truth behind any notion. See, there was one movie many years before, and this particular movie has really made a big impact on this particular issue in my mind. Must be about 30-40 years before. The movie was, there was, the Hindu-Muslim riots, and Hindus came and killed the Muslim families. And one Hindu neighbor, she took that small baby. So the people who came, they thought this is the baby belonging to this Hindu family. So the baby was spared. And then slowly the baby was growing, and when she was grown up and all that, again the riots broke. And now this Hindu boy, he said, I will go and kill this Muslim, what that thing? That time the mother says, Beta, people you go, I want to tell you the truth. Basically you are a Muslim, born of the Muslim parents. And when so many years before the riots happened, because you were with me, you were spared. Now you go and kill the Muslims. See? So he had a notion that he, the Hindu, that should kill the Muslims. Friends, all these notions only are creating problems in the whole society. We are none of them. See? Somebody calls himself a Hindu, Muslim, Christian. These are only notions imposed on us. These are only superimpositions. It has no value. See, friends. Now, if this is the notion that we are living, now our notion is, I am body. Let anybody come and tell us anything. You cannot be the body. So, Amiji, during lecture it is okay. But now, let us have a nice food. See, friends. So, unless we are ready to accept change and we are willing to change, we have not taken any steps on the spiritual path. Therefore, all the spiritual practice is rejecting our notions. Therefore, na shando, na puman, na stri, na bodho, na eva kalpana, sanando va niranando, atmanam manyase katam. How do you call that the self is bliss? Then what about the blisters? The blisters are also supported by the same self. Therefore, other than the self, nothing is. Shadayoganavai shuddham, mano vinashanatu naiva shuddham, guru upadeshanatu naiva shuddham, swayam chatatvam swayameva buddham. Now see, all your spiritual practice will be washed away. That's why this text is never taken in public in a big way. Public means what? Goody. You should do karma yoga, no? Karvadne madhikaraste. That is for babies. Here it is for the truth. It is something like this. There was one student who wanted to become a doctor. So he asked, how should I become a doctor? I said, you become or not? Have you ever killed a mosquito? No, Swamiji, I don't like killing. I said, have you ever seen a poultry, a bird being slaughtered? No, Swamiji, I don't like blood at all. I said, then you should not become a doctor, you should become a, commerce graduate. Where you have to start cutting right from the beginning. First of all, destroy the frogs, then destroy the dead bodies, and be prepared to destroy the living bodies. And then you will be successful now. In the same manner, if we imagine that we are walking a spiritual path, see what we have been holding on to. Shad yogan natu naiva shuddham. By doing your yoga practices, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, you don't become pure. Oh God, then why you are doing it with your fault? It's your problem. Shada yogan natu naiva shuddham, then mano vinashat natu naiva shuddham, chitta vritti nirodha, destroy the mind. See, our struggle is like what, The rope must be cleaned and washed and made pure by doing arti. Om Jai Jagadisha Hare. The rope was never a snake. When it was never a snake, how can you purify that? See, friends, therefore, Guru Mano na Vinasha Natunaiva Shuddham. Mind is never a problem. Please recognize this principle. By the eyes we see, is it a problem? If we can't see, then there is a problem. By the ears we can hear. If we can't hear, then there is a problem. In the same manner, by the mind we can think. So how the thoughts could be a problem? Why the chitta vritti nirodha? Think, friends. It is something like, where it happened. I went to see some movie, a very peculiar type of theatre. Whatever is happening on the screen, according to that, your chair also starts rocking and moving and cut like that. It's some kind of theatre, I don't know the name. So when I went there, it was written there, right side, outside. If you are pregnant, no entry. If you have got a heart problem, no entry. If you have got high blood pressure, no entry. So I tick mark, I am not pregnant. I don't have heart, so no heart problem. And I had no blood pressure. So I was alone. And there was a friend with me. We went. After we went, the movie was very terrible. And the train is going very fast. Cut. And suddenly the train jumps into a deep valley. And when that was happening, Swamiji, let's go out. I said, don't go out. Close your eyes and leave my hand. My blood circulation has stopped. So he closed his eyes. Swamiji, कहाँ तक पहुँचे? गिर गए. So where is this world? See, friends, how much Manovinasha Natunaiva Shuddham is only we imagine this thing and it's real. It is not real. The moment you are able to understand, mind is just a means of knowledge. There is nothing to do to be destroyed. And Guru Upadesha Natunaiva Shuddham, by the instruction of the Guru, no disciple has ever become pure. I can tell you my experience. I have not become pure because of my Guru. We don't want to change ourselves. Our devotion and love for the Guru is, Guru should dance to our tune. See, there are two types of people associated with the Guru. One is the disciple and other is the devotee. Devotee is the one for whom the Guru has to change. See? Like this is my everyday problem. 3 times in a day. Taking food, Swamiji please take. I say I can't take. No, Swamiji, हमने इतना प्यार से बनाया आपके लिए. And for the first time I prepared. They don't understand. They are making experiment on me. And whenever they do like this thing, I am also not Kacha Guru ka chela. What I do? The other day I went to somebody's house. 3-4 families brought so many things. I said, now I don't know what to do with this thing. So they have given me so much of thali as if I am a buffalo. Then I took out little sweets I don't like to eat, other things. So half a dozen children. I said, hey, kids come one by one. And all that I didn't want to eat, I fed them. Swamiji, you give from your plate. Great you are. In the heart of my heart, I said, it is not great. Protecting myself from this. And their love is, I should eat whatever they give. See, friends, these obsessions are most difficult to get rid of. You know, we put on the various stones, isn't it? Shani, Mangal, Bhuth, Guru and all that. Those grahas are not troublesome. The real one graha which troubles us is a duragraha. So much obsessed. Unless the obsessions are given. See, there was a teacher and one person came and he asked, can you give me some book to read? I want to start. I said, okay, take this book. So I gave the book. And when that person was going on, I said, hey, please come back, I forgot something. And I took the stapler and I was saying, mil gaya. And I stapled about a dozen pages, 2-3 pages. I said, hey, please don't read this portion, okay? It's not for you, rest you can read. Then bring the book back. And when the book was brought back, anybody can know whether you have undone or not. Staples, once you open, you can definitely know. So, they are very good. I saw their staples were removed and re-put. I didn't say anything. Swamiji, you told me not to read those pages, but I read. I I said, you don't have to tell me, I know that. Now what? I said, now you are select, shift, delete. Hereafter, I will never talk to you anything in my life. You don't deserve to be given attention. A simple thing you can't follow in letter and spirit, and you want instructions. See, friends, we go for Guru shopping. Do you think the Gurus are simple? They are Mahagurus. See, friends, therefore, unless the disciple deserves, knowledge is never given. Ramakrishna Paramahansa was asked, Thakurji, you have got your own relations and all that, why don't you give this knowledge? He said, I am ready to give, but are they able to hold that knowledge? See? Our bulb is zero power, and in that you put 10,000 watt, it will burst. See, friends, there is a saying, I don't know, they say that the milk of a lioness, when you milk, in any pot, that pot breaks, except a golden pot. I have not milked, I only read. Our point is, in the same manner, this knowledge is not meant for everybody. Therefore, Guru Upadesha Natunaiva Shuddham. So let us not have this wrong notion. Oh, Guru, hang on. Guru is not a mule to carry the load. Discard the wrong notions and discover. See, friends. Guru Upadesha Natunaiva Shuddham Swayam cha Tattvam Swayameva Buddham. There is no means of knowledge required to recognize our own presence. Now, right now you start. You know me because of your eyes that I am sitting here. Then how do you know that you are having a pain in your stomach because of overeating? Through the mind. Very good. You have understood, how do you know? Through the faculty of intellect. Very good. You don't remember, how do you know? Through the faculty of chitta, the smriti. Very good. And you are, how do you know? Are the eyes required to be open? Is the mind required to be functional? Is the intellect required to be sharp? This presence that we are. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. And this truth we all recognize every day, million times, yet we don't know. We recognize this. There is one text, Tripuraras, very deep text. In that it is mentioned, every one of us go through Nirvikalpa Samadhi dozens of times every day. But as we know the waking experience, as we know the dream experience, as we know the deep sleep experience, we do not know this is the Nirvikalpa Samadhi experience. And although we go through that experience, we are not benefited by that. See, friends, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, an experience which does not require any means of knowledge, is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. We don't require any means of knowledge, and therefore, Swayam cha Tattvam Swayameva Buddham. Here, the knower and the known, the experiencer and the experienced, they do not remain separate from each other. Nahi panchatmako deho videho vartate nahi atmaiva kevalam sarvam turiyam cha trayam katham. Neither the body made of the five great elements ever exists, nor there is anybody who is existing. If there is no body, do I don't exist? See? Therefore, our existence is not dependent on the body. The body is dependent on us. Therefore, Atmaiva Kevalam Sarvam. There is but one absolute reality, and therefore, Trayam Turiyam Cha Katham. See, where is the place for Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Turiya? All four big blobs. We call the Turiya because we are caught up in the three. See, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, the Paramatma is other than the three, therefore four. As if the three are real. See friends, what is meant is Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, these three are superimposed on the absolute reality. When there is a body identification, it is a Jagrata Avastha. When we are obsessed with the mind, it is a Sapna Avastha. And when we are holding on to the Ahankar, which is maintaining the body in a whole, it is called as the Sushupti Avastha. And when we are collecting and storing our memories, it is called as Samadhi Avastha. So, these four conditions belong to the Upadhi, and it has nothing to do with the Turiya Tattva. Therefore, Atmaiva Kevalam Sarvam, Turiyam Cha Trayam Katham. So, these are all only the methods of communication. Don't get caught up by that. Turiyananda, Turiyatitananda, Turiyatita Titananda. What is the Tita Tita? What Tita hai? Only words, words, words. Therefore, न बद्धो नैव मुक्तोहम न चाहम ब्रह्मणः पृथक् न कर्ता न च भोक्ताहम व्याप्य व्यापक वर्जितः न बद्धः न मुक्तोहम. There was one young student. He started going and attending these classes. You know, this is another funny approach on the spiritual path. We want the children to know the spirituality right from childhood. It will be good. It is not good. We are all required to go all kinds of experiences if we want to mature and grow wise. Don't make bonsai of all your kids. They have to face the world. This principle I realized. I was in charge of a school in some township, and the children belonging to intellectual class, all the engineers and educated people. So naturally, educated people have hum do hamara adha adha. They don't produce children. By mistake, if one has come, it is big difficult. And therefore, only one child and both the parents pouring their love, not through sprinkler, but through a hose pipe. And the child is so much spoiled. From the bedroom up to the bathroom, he wants a car. Useless. From the house, the school bus will come, it will go to the school within the same compound of the institution, and this is how they grow. They cannot cross even a road. So I brought those children from there, it was in Bihar. From there I brought them to Bombay and Pune. About 50-60 of them by train. It was such a problem for me to make them cross the road, where from the bus stop to come out of the bus stand so that we can get the taxis. Can't we get the taxis inside the bus stop? How to cross? I said, are you human beings or what? No, we can't. Zero confidence. See? Therefore here, such people who are all the time goody, it is not the right way of living. Face the life. Go through every kind of good and bad experience and rise above. Then only we know what life is. See? Otherwise, funny ideas, I am like, one person approached Vivekananda Swami. His birthday is coming 12th. So, he approached, sir, I want to walk the spiritual path. Immediately the Swami asked, have you ever spoken lies? No. Did you fight with anybody? No. Did you misbehave with somebody? No. You are not fit for spirituality. Go. These goodies are dangerous species. Be very clear about it. See? And all the time. Externally, Buddha. Internally, Buddha. Goodies are terribly dangerous. Like, our Tulsidas ji writes, those, ati vinayat dhurta lakshanam. Those are too humility. Dangerous. He gives example, like the cobra. Ati vinayat dhurta lakshanam. Therefore, here the teacher says, na baddho naiva muktoham na cha aham brahmanaha pruthak. We only start imagining. So that student whose story I was telling you, he came. He said, Swamiji, earlier I used to enjoy my life and I used to go and play, watch movies and I used to giggle and laugh. But then I started attending these Yuva Kendra classes and I don't know what happened. Now, I have lost interest in everything. Everybody is avoiding me. Nobody wants me. And I have started feeling that I am in bondage. Now, when I will be liberated? So, first of all, listening to satsang unprepared makes you feel that you are in bondage. Then you remove you. Get out of these wrong notions. Na baddhoham, na muktaham. And na brahmanaha pruthak. And therefore, I cannot exist apart from the Absolute. Therefore, na karta na cha bhokta. See, friends, the day the kartrutva abhiman disappears, you will never be tired in life. The day the doership disappears, you will never be unsuccessful in life. The day the doership is no more a load on your mind, you will be celebrating every moment of your life in whatever field you are. See, friends, like we are here in Kaivalya Dham, you all must be doing. We do pranayam. So when we do pranayam, Mr. I is born. So we start. How long I have to hold inside? Half an hour. See, how long can you do pranayam? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. After that, no, enough. No, but my hand is put, that, yoga dandam. How long? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? After that, enough now, enough. Okay. Now, stop breathing. Why? You have been breathing all the time. Why we don't get tired in breathing, but we get tired in pranayam is only because their I is born. Get this point very clear. Wherever karta, the doer is born, you are tired. See? Like in Grihastha says, I am tired, I have done so much for everybody in my life, my children, my wife, I am tired. Now I want to go to Himalaya. And do what? Get married again. Going to Himalaya is not a solution. Therefore, na kartaham, na cha bhoktaham. Net result, if we are not the doer, we will never be the sufferer. See? Because the one who is doing, he alone gets the result. If you are not done, you are not the sufferer. Like, if you are sitting in the car, you are not governed by the traffic rules. But if you are driving the car, you are governed by the traffic rules, because there you are a driver, you are a doer. Therefore, na kartaham na bhoktaham, and therefore vyapya vyapaka varjitaha. There is nothing like I have permeated the whole world. The world is not there. What permeates? Yatha jale jalam nyastam salilam bhedavarjitam prakrutim purusham tadva abhinnam pratibhati me. Be attentive. It is here the Sankhya, Yoga and Vedanta differs basically. What is said here? Yatha jalam jale nyastam salilam bhedavarjitam. When you take 2 pots of water and pour the water in a common pot, then you cannot differentiate that this water is from this bottle or that bottle. In the same manner, there is no difference between Purusha and the Prakriti. Sankhya tells, Prakriti is one, Purushas are many. Here it is said, there is no difference between Purusha and the Prakriti. It is like what? Be very attentive in understanding. See, the fire and its burning power. Can the burning power exist independent of the fire? It cannot. Therefore, it is not separate. If it is not separate, why do we refer to the burning power belonging to the fire? Because it is separate. This is too much. What is the truth? It is separate and yet it is not separate. See, friends. So, when manifestation, it is separate. When unmanifestation, it is one. Therefore, there is no creation. There is only manifestation and unmanifestation. See, friends. Today when I was taking bath and I was adjusting the shower or something, and many, the water came from many angles. And then I did like, then it came from one way. And I started thinking, I said, see, look here, exactly this is what the world is created. When Lord Shiva is at the foundation and Kali Mata taking the tongue out and a garland of 50 skulls and standing with the khadga in the hand and the heads in her hand, blood everywhere. It is a multiplication of and a manifestation of Prakriti. So wherever there is multiplicity, it is Prakriti. And when Lord Shiva sits for meditation, when your Lord Shiva sits for meditation, there is no Parvati anywhere around. So either Shiva will be there or Parvati will be there. Either we are materialist, go on expanding, and you will see those who are Avadhutas, they do not have a disciple to establish an ashram. See, Ranga Avadhut, take for example, in Gujarat, Nareshwar. Or you take Shirdi Sai Baba. He didn't have a disciple who will sit on his gadda, because established in the absolute. But those who are in the Prakriti still, I got so many ashrams, some has to look after I die, and therefore prepare the disciples. There was a person, very old person, and he knew me right from when I was a baby. So he came to meet me. And I didn't recognize him. And he said, you are the son of so and so, and I used to come to see you. You are so small and all that. I said, what do I do? Now tell me. Now I want you to come with me to a very good place, very great Mahatma. Serious Mahatma. I went there. After going there, then the story was told. See, this Mahatma ji, there was nothing here. He had a small temple of Hanumanji on the roadside, And slowly, people started believing in Hanumanji and started throwing money, and then a trust was formed, and then the land was procured, and some temples were built, and his whole life he has spent here. And one day he was climbing on a stair for something, fell down, and he broke his hip. Since then he is on the bed. Now he wants somebody to sit on his gadda. Therefore, I am requesting you to come and sit on that gadda. Take over from him. I say, look here, गद्दे पे मैं सोता हूँ बैठता नहीं. See friends, if you are caught up in Prakriti, you will like to expand. If you are one with the reality, expansion is not possible in the infinite. Finite alone can expand. Infinite cannot expand. See friends, therefore, here the teacher says, Prakritim Purusham Tadvam Abhinnam. So, if we give importance to the Prakriti, we will start expanding. And the Prakriti can expand only when supported by the Purusha. Therefore, when Kali Mata is standing on the foundation, there is Lord Shiva. Without Lord Shiva, Parvati has no independent existence. See friends. And who is this Kali Mata? The tongue comes out. Paravani start expressing as Vaikhari, and the world is created. And how the world is created? By the 50 alphabets of Sanskrit. And therefore, there are 50 heads in her neck, and the Prakriti starts expanding. Therefore, those who give more importance to the Prakriti, they follow a different path. Those who give value, importance to the Purusha, Paramatma, they follow a different path. See friends, like there used to be a great saint before Christ. His name was Changdev Maharaj. He had lived for 1400 years by Kaya Kalpa. In the recent years, Madan Mohan Malviya ji, he was initiated in Kaya Kalpa, and he became pretty young and fresh. That time he told Mahatma Gandhi that you come, I will get Kaya Kalpa done for you. Mahatma Gandhi said, I am not interested in that. By Kaya Kalpa, you can extend your longevity as many years as you desire. It's not a big deal. Those who are Prakriti oriented, they will be always talking about expansion. Therefore, the Prakriti has no independent existence. Therefore, Prakritim Purusham Tattva Abhinnam Pratibhati Me. He who is thus abiding in the self, he has no interest in the expansion. Yadi namana muktosi na baddhosi kadachana sakaram te nirakaram atmanam manyase katham. If you are not bound anywhere, my dear, then you cannot be liberated. So don't struggle to get liberation. I want liberation. What will you do there after getting bored? The real joy is in traveling, not reaching the destination. Keep on traveling. Therefore, sakaram ti nirakaram atmanam manyase katham. So on what basis you call yourself to be, I am the formless or I am the form? These are only words. It has no value whatsoever. Janami te param rupam pratyaksham gaganopamam yatha param hi rupam yan marichi jalasannibam. If I know the ultimate nature of the self is like that of a space, this is what I told you the other day. Practice this only one practice. When you sit down, quiet, only straight away take this position. What it is like being space. Instantaneously. Initially, you will get lost. Ab kya karo? What to do now? Because we have been doing so much that meditation we want to do. And till such time the doership is there, we are far away from the truth. So just start playing, that's what I told you. Play meditation, meditation. Oh, let us play. Now take the position. I am using the word take the position. I didn't say I am space. No. Gaganopamo. Like the space. So take the position. What it is like being a space. Play. So the space has no form. Body has form, therefore there are many bodies. Space has no form, there is only one space. Body has birth, growth, death. Space has no birth, growth, death. Space supports everything but doesn't get influenced by anything. So what is in this world that we should be influenced with? Stay apart. Again and again, when you start just talking to you, work on this. And thereafter, the thoughts will no more be a moderation. Because you are now busy on working on yourself. And when the thoughts erupt, the second position, what it is like being a mental space, chitta. Thoughts come and go, who cares? So from the Bhutakash, we graduate and come to the Chittakash. When the thoughts are no more a problem, then we graduate from the Chittakash and we come to the Chidakash. In the Chidakash, there is nobody. Waker comes with the waking world and disappears. Dreamer comes with the dream world and disappears. Pragya comes with the deep sleep and disappears. Samadhista Purush comes and goes away. But the Chidakasha, ever the same. Therefore, Janamite Param Rupam Pratyaksham Gaganopamam Yatha Param Hi Rupam Yan Marichi Jalasandivam. And therefore, the Apara Rupa, the lower nature. What is our lower nature? Our lower nature is I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am husband, I am wife, I am brother-in-law, I am sister-in-law. This is our lower nature. Marichi Jala Sannibam. It is like the mirage. See? That is why the spellings are almost similar. Mirage and marriage. So, Yatha Aparam Hi Rupam. That Yatha Param, it should be one word. They are separated, it should be one. Na Guru Padeshashcha no Pathirna Bekriya Videham Gaganam Vidhi Vishuddhoham Svabhavataha. Na Guru Upadeshahacha. No Guru could ever instruct any disciple, but because the disciple never listens to Guru. See, be very attentive. The Guru manifests in our heart when we are ready to change, we are ready to listen, and we are able to change, and we are able to listen. When these four principles happen in our heart, understand the Guru Maharaj has descended in our heart. Normally for us, Guru means one fellow outside and go on hanging on to him. Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj. Physical Guru will never help you. Discover the Guru Tattva in your own heart. See, friends. Therefore, na Guru Upadeshascha, na Upadhi, na cha me kriya. So none of the Upadhi of the Guru or the Shishya, no kriya, no activity of any kind. And Videham Gaganam Vidhi, without the limitations of the body, like the space, that is my essential nature. Swabhavataha Vishuddhaha. Like the space can never be contaminated. Whatever we may do, we cannot contaminate the space. Exactly the same way. Whether yoga rato va, bhoga rato va, sangha rato va, sangha vihina, contamination is never possible anywhere. See? Can the ocean be contaminated by the waves? Can the water be contaminated by the ocean? No. Can the eyes be contaminated by different colors and horrible shapes? No. Can the mind be contaminated by the divinities of the faculties? No. Can the abnormalities of the mind be contaminating the absolute consciousness? There is no possibility of any contamination. And therefore, Vishuddham Subhavata only come to recognize that essentially we are pure. And this is possible only when we rise above the mind. The other day somebody came and met me, Swamiji, I want to confess something. I said, look here, I am not a confectionery. I don't want to listen from you. No, but I want to tell you. I said, you tell, but I am not going to listen. No, because of me this thing happened, so am I a sinner? I said, first of all you tell me, are you the creator of this world? No. Because of me this thing happened. This error you correct. Everything is fine. We have this notion, we are doing good to the world. We have this notion, we do bad to the world. We can neither do good nor do bad to anybody or anything in this world. See, friends. But when this doership, arrogance comes, then only all the kind of sin and merit that comes. Vishuddha asi, ashariraha asi, nate chittam paratparam, aham chatma param tattvam, vaktum iti na lajjase, sharam nahi aati. Na lajjase. What the teacher says? Vishuddha asi, ashariraha asi. You are immaculate, pure. The body cannot be you. The body is in you. See? Like because some body is dead, because of the dead body, will the space become unholy? You know, these days, these Feng Shui people, they go and destroy your house. They will say, look here, this place where you have got a toilet, it should be a kitchen. And where you have got a kitchen, there should be, a bedroom. And this garage where you are parking your car, there should be a temple. But here, earlier there was a toilet. In the toilet, how can we make the house, kitchen? Space is not contaminated by anything. In the same manner, so many good and bad experiences have come and gone. So many waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi has come and gone, but the conscious space is ever the same without any effort. Wherever there are efforts, we are contaminated. So, Vishuddhasi, asharirahasi, nati chittam. The mind doesn't belong to you, it is just a modification of the Prakriti. And paratparam, therefore, aham cha atma param tattvam. I am the self in the body and Paramatma is somewhere above the clouds. When you thus create a division, a differentiation between yourself and the absolute reality, are you not ashamed of talking like this? Friends. It is something like, the pot space is different from the total space. And in this pot, there is Ganga Jal, therefore Mahapavitra. And in the other pot, there is liquor, Mahapavitra. The pot space doesn't get contaminated or purified by whatever contents you put in. See, friends. Therefore, to imagine that I am other than the Paramatma, I want to realize, and then I want to realize I and want, continuously suffer. Drop I and want, there you are. See, friends. Therefore, katham rojisine chitta आत्मैवात्मना भव पिब वत्स कलातीतम अद्वैतम परमामृतम। हे वत्स, ओ माय डियर चाइल्ड, कथम रोदिषि रे, क्यों रो रहे हो? व्हाई आर यू क्राइंग? Nothing in this world can justify that you are miserable. Nothing. It is not possible to be miserable 24/7. Try your best. Even a husband smiles. It is not possible. Therefore, katham rodishare chitta atmana eva atmana bhava. Come to cognize your own essential nature and kalatita advaitam paramamrutam piba and enjoy the nectar of this non-dual presence that you are. We don't have to go anywhere. See, to know the space, do we have to go to Himalayas? We are in the space. And where is the space? Space is in our mind. And what is the mind? Mind is the manifestation of the consciousness. And that consciousness is our essential nature. When we thus start living as consciousness, Kalatitam, we go beyond all the kalas. See, the other day I told you, the moon has got 16 kalas. Prathama, Dvitiya up to Purnima and Amavasya 16, and the moon itself is beyond the 16 kalas, the 17th one. In the same manner, all these kalas, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Kalatitam, go beyond and enjoy the nectar of immortality. Naiva bodho na cha bodho na bodha bodha eva cha yasya drusha sada bodha sabodho nanyatha bhavet. The truth is, neither the experience nor the absence of the experience nor the combination of the two, in this manner, he who has recognized, he alone has recognized the truth. See? Like yesterday I told you, Kenopanishad. नाहम मन्ये सुवेदेति दहरमेवापि नूनम त्वमेत्थ ब्रह्मणो रूपम. So the student says, नाहम मन्ये सुवेदेति नो न वेदेति वेद च यस्तन्न तद्वेद न वेद. I don't say that I have not realized, I know, but I know that it cannot be known. In this way only I am known. This is the way. Therefore, yasya idrusha bodha. He who has thus recognized, he alone has recognized the truth in a right manner. Others are only struggling. Jnanam na tarko na samadhi yoga, na desha kalau na guru upadeshaha, swabhava samvittihi, aham cha tattvam, akasha kalpam, sahajam dhruvam cha. Each and every word is so pregnant. Jnanam na tarkaha. See friends, in one text, Shiva Sutra, one of the very beautiful texts, we have published one book, Shiva Sutra Sadhana. I think in the very first chapter, the third sutra, if I remember correctly, it is Jnanam Bandhaha. Knowledge is bondage. When I read that, I was completely shaken. Oh God! Studying, and here knowledge is bondage. And when I studied the whole commentary and all that, then I came to know knowledge is that which is gathered through the means of knowledge. And that is bondage. How? This day I was seeing one advertisement. One person is too much obsessed with investment and shares. So he gets married, and the wife comes with all the golden jewelry, and he looks at her. Oh, I think I should invest in these gold bonds. Well, you are a married man, talk to her, but instead of talking to the wife, he is looking at the gold and thinking about investment. I think I should do investment in the gold bonds. How disgusting it is. In the same manner, knowledge gathered through the means of knowledge becomes a burden, becomes a load. Jnanam Bandhaha. And that experience, which does not require any means of knowledge, that alone is freedom. Therefore here, jnanam na tarkaha, not the logic. Friends, try this principle. This has helped me a lot. There was a time when I used to be very argumentative on every issue. And one day, by God's grace, I learned this principle. Bhagwan, Narad Maharshi writes in his Bhakti Sutra, Vado na avalambyaha, never take refuge in arguments. Then I discovered this principle. The best way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately. He also forgets about what we agreed, and we also forget. And there is no heat generated. Never get into arguments. See? Like, some people come with this thing. Swamiji, I don't believe in what you say. Look here, I also don't believe. Then why do you say time passes? Don't take it seriously. All that I spoke to you was a total bluff. Therefore, if you have come empty, go empty. Don't carry load with you. Oh, I am so happy. Don't come tomorrow also. You will get confused. So, na jnanam na tarkaha, na samadhi yogaha. Now see, samadhi is in upadhi. See friends, 4 principles to remember. Buddhi, intellect, waking state. The mind, dream state. Ahankar, deep sleep state. And chitta, samadhi. Therefore, Patanjali, chitta vritti nirodha. So let the memories not sprout. When the memories are not sprouting, you are in samadhi. But the memories are not destroyed. Therefore, the moment the samadhi is over, again, vahi tamaku, vahi jula. Stop. There is no change whatsoever. Therefore, na jnanam na tarko na samadhi yogo na desha kalau na guru upadeshaha. You should do meditation in the Brahma Muhurta. What happens when you do that time? That time you can sleep comfortably. And desha, you should face your face to the east. You should not face to the south. Why? When you face to the south, you will get the smell of rasam. Funny thing. Don't get carried away by all these things. I remember there was a great master and some inauguration was there. So he was supposed to break the coconut. And the principle was there, long tongue principle. People who are with long tongue, difficult to live with them for 2 minutes. So I was there present and Mahatma Ji took the coconut in the hand and stood. Fine. As if a statue. Now whatever he was doing or not doing, what was the need for the principal to poke her nose? Swamiji, excuse me, this side is not the east. East is this side. Then that Mahatma said, the direction that I face is the east. East is not because of the sun or the moon. Can he say like this? Nisargadatta Maharaj, he has never studied any Gita Upanishad or anything. When somebody said to him, I think Maharaj, this is what Gita also says. What Gita? I don't know Gita and all that. Throw it away. It is so because I say that. It was not arrogance. It was a matter of fact. See friends, therefore, na desha kalau and na guru upadesha. No, Guru Maharaj says, I am Brahman, so maybe hoga. Hare Rama Rama. That is not the way, man. Rise above. See, Shankaracharya writes in Dakshinamurti, विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामी संबंधतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राध्यात्मना भेदतः. Guru Shishya is an illusion appearing in every dream and deep sleep. The truth is beyond all this relativity. Therefore, na desha kalau na gurupadesha swabhava samvitti aham cha tattvam. Swabhava samvitti, being aware of one's own presence, doesn't require anybody's assistance. See friends, so what assistance do we need to recognize that I am? Even a child talks the same truth. When a child comes to our house, knocks, we say, who is there? I am. We don't want the truth. I am means what? I am Dabbo. Please come. So we are unable to recognize the reality even if it is presented to us. Therefore, Swabhava Samviti Aham Chitatvam Akasha Kalpam Sahajam Dhruvam Cha. Like the space, Sahajam, effortless, Dhruvam Cha. And this effortlessness is not temporary, it is permanent effortless like the space. There is no effort for the space to support the total creation, whether it is the cosmos or it is an eye of a needle. It makes no difference. Anoho aniyan mahato mahiyan atmasya ganto nito guhayam tamakratuhu pashyati vitashokaha. He who is thus qualified to see this reality, vitashokaha, goes beyond all the relativities and miseries born out there. Therefore, न जातो हम न मृतो वापि न मे कर्म शुभाशुभम विशुद्धम निर्गुणम ब्रह्म बंध मुक्तो कथम मुक्ति कथम मम. So न जाता हम न मृतः अस्मि. Never was I born nor I died, and न मे कर्म शुभाशुभम. There is nothing like holy work or auspicious or the sinful work for me. Vishuddham nirgunam brahma. I am the immaculate pure self, and therefore, bandho mukti katham mama. Where is the possibility of bondage and liberation? See, friends. Therefore, like in the Ashtavakra Gita it is said, also in the Amruta Bindu Upanishad it is said, Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho bandhaya vishayasaktam muktaye nirvishayam smrutam. Mind alone is running after the worldly objects and creates an illusion of bondage. And when the mind itself drops all the objects, the liberation is established. So it was never a bondage and never a liberation. Therefore, bandho mukti katham mama yadi sarvagato devaha stiraha purnaha nirantaraha antaram hinavashyami sabhaya bhyantaram katham. Yadi devaha sarvagataha. If the reality is all pervading, where is the place of inside and outside? And the remaining thought we will conclude in our tomorrow's session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.